Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy Tuesday today. See, there we go. We got Zoom working today, which is nice. Found out the hack to make it work. Stupid update. They can at least tell you, they need to tell you. So, let's have a look what we got going on here. Start off with calendar as usual. Today is going to be actually the last day of the month here. Need to edit one thing actually. Okay, no, it's correct. Last day of the month. News wise, we have jolts a little bit later, 6 p.m., 30 minutes after NY SE open. Again, last day of the month. So how does it work? Now, I would say the last trading week of the month is probably your most likelihood to give back profits if you've made profits for the month, right? Because people tend to rush, they tend to try silly things. Today, on the last day of the month, it literally moves normally, or we will just see people repositioning for next month, and we basically see, a little bit of randomness or not so much volume, which is normal on the last day because we have the monthly close. Also, it is NFP week and all of that. So, in terms of news happening overnight, I put this on my story. Trump is trying to push for peace. He's trying to end what's going on in the Middle East here. This is the big one here, he is saying that it's past halfway in terms of mission, not time. So this is like 50%. Hello. And he's saying in terms of time, it's not even close. So, this is something that, even whatever Trump says, until they both agree, nothing's going to happen, right? Until they both agree. Now, this Powell spoke yesterday as well. We had Powell speeches. What did Powell say? Well, Powell ended up saying that he's worried about what will happen for inflation, obviously, because of prices of fuel going up, prices of cost of goods going up, all of this type of stuff. He called it supply shock. So let's see if they gave any conclusion to this. So they want to keep it unchanged, which makes sense, right? Hold rates until something until something comes into it. So market is a little bit buoyant on Trump trying to, wrap things up here. Again, I don't trust it too much as a macro rally, even though the market is showing a little bit of confidence. We don't really see so much confidence in, like last time, right? Last time, look at the confidence we had. This is basically almost market manipulation, but we do see some confidence coming into the market. Generally, stocks are on a bounce here. So is gold, right? Now, if we're looking at price action here, previous daily would have closed bullish here, right? So we have bullish candle close. Again, not the best candle close, nothing telling us, hey, this is straight upside. 4 hour is more interesting. Now, the 4 hour candle closing below all these resistances doesn't necessarily mean straight continuation. We could easily form this as a range. We tried to break out, we failed the breakout here, and now we're potentially trying to reattempt some further upside. We have a good 1 hour support. If that 1 hour support is broken, that's where I can expect to see some downside. If we line that up with the 15 here, we can see it's just around the 15 here. And really, that's where I'd expect price to break down. So if we lose this support here, maybe a little bit lower, around the 5.548, around that zone, maybe we can look for some sales continuation. Bias is inherently bullish here, so I want to be sticking more on the buys for today. Try to buy back up to this 15 and back up to the 1 hour. In order for that to happen, we want this 1 hour candle to close bullish here in the next 2 minutes. It is likely for it to happen, but you never know. Last 2 minutes can start dumping here. 1 minute has moved down, no pullbacks just yet. So I do believe that the 1 hour will end up closing bullish. If it can close bullish above this previous resistance, even though it's not relevant, it's just a little bit nicer confirmation. But we'll see. This pullback nevertheless can lead into some sort of buys. 15-minute will close bearish here, very high chance. Then we want to see a 15-minute support, and then maybe we can look for buys above these highs here, trade to fill this wick and continue and tap the 15, and then see what happens at the 15. Quick look at DAX. Similar bouncing action here. 4-hour time frame moving up, daily time frame moving up here. So 4 hours sitting at a 4-hour resistance, kind of like what gold was doing. So this is gonna try, if it wants some more upside, maybe some breakouts. But with these candles closing straight bullish, I would prefer to see a pullback and then buy back up towards them. Gonna keep an eye on DAX. Yesterday DAX had a nice move around about 20 minutes, 30 minutes before the open here. We had a nice 5-minute candle close. And continuation. Where is that? This one here. So it's like 10:30, so 30 minutes before the open. So we're gonna see today what happens at 10:30. Just keep that in mind until we bring that back in. Now looking at Nasdaq here on the other hand, we can see, let's start off on daily here. Daily time frame closing bearish. Okay, 4-hour time frames obviously bouncing here, very similar to what we see on DAX. Let's bring in this 4-hour resistance. There we go. That's the 4-hour resistance. 1-hour time frame here. We're gonna bring this 15. Let's check this 15. Yeah, we're gonna leave the 15 like that. We're not trading from here to here. It's too small. I mean, we could trade from here to here actually, maybe. Seems small, but let's see what this is. This is up there. We'll put out 1 hour. So with mixed bias, we could look for this to roll over here and start to create some sort of downside. Obviously, upside above the 1 hour is going to make sense. This 1 hour time frame closed bullish, so we do have a support. Your sells are going to come below the 1 hour support, I assume. Let's just check how that looks on 15. Yeah, that's where your sells are probably going to come below the 1 hour support. Otherwise, we can use this as support to continue up. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for on Nasdaq here. I want to just see silver just as for interest. Yeah, very similar to gold price action. Silver hasn't tapped the 4 hour fully yet. Dubai get that tanker ship on fire? Did they put it out? Yes, they put it out. Is trading GJ dead? Yeah, trading GJ is dead, man. GJ is just a bunch of BS right now. You know, look at this price action, man. I mean, over the last, I would say, day, it moved not too bad, but I mean, pretty shit here from New York session. London was not too bad, you know, from London continuation. Asian was not too bad. But overall, man, look at this. This has just been happening for weeks. Like, look at this choppiness, man. Not weeks, months. Like, how you can't trade that, man. You just can't trade that. I mean, this is, if you really want to torture, like, oh my god, man. I don't know. This is like some Vietnamese torture or something, bro. I don't know what this is. This is like full torture. I don't know why you would want you to torture yourself even more like this. This is like self-induced torture. Like, you literally come and you chose pain. You woke up and you're like, you know what? I wanna hurt myself today. Let me try trade this. You know, hurt myself and hurt my Russian sleep experiment, bro. I don't know, Chinese torture method, some whatever, man. This is, you name it, man. You name it. This is what it is. This is what it is. So. Yeah, it's not how it used to be, man. I mean, check out my journal. Oh, that's like a flashbang now. Look at this journal. If you look at this journal and go back and see any one of these trades on GJ, you can see like even not too far, like even these days here, like, you know, These type of trades here, like, you know, like look at the volume, man, you know, straight breakouts, massive, right? You can see that back to back. Let's see this one here. What's this one? Let's see this one. You know, check that one out. That's a nice little close above here, break of high, boom. Like we're even targeting next TP, TP1, TP2, max TP. It's great, you know. This is real GJ. This is the GJ you want to be taking, you know. Let's check this win here. Nice, you know, breakout, close above here. Not even structure, but we trust the liquidity grab and it gives the continuation. So that's a nice one. Boom, TP smashed. Let's see a loss as well. We can't only look at wins. That's not fair. See how we're losing on GJ. Yeah, most likely gonna lose when we're trading around chop, right? So not massive LTAs, pretty choppy, ends up being a loss. Like this is all GJ trades. Let's see this one. Again, yeah, big moves, right? Like that's how GJ used to move, man. Just volume. Every day, man. Nice continuation, respecting structure. Let's see some more trades, right? It's good to look through these. Let's go see this trade here. Yeah, again, another setup one, man. Just like every setup one. Close above. Boom. Take it. That is fun, man. Let's see this one. Probably another setup one. Yeah, sells. Look at that. Volume, you know, fills your LTA, just volume. This is GJ. What you're seeing now, guys, this is not GJ, bro. This is torture. You know? That is, you know, that is what you want. Close below, volume. Volume pushes, right? This is when market is pushing with volume, not randomness. Let's see this one. Again, volume. Like even we're buying here top of range. Like this is not a good buy, you know? This is not a good buy. Because we're buying top of range. But still you get away with it, you know? It gives you... You get away with it. So that's GJ, man. That's real GJ. Morning, good morning. Don't forget to hit the like button as you come to the space. Yeah, I appreciate that. Leave a like on the stream. Thanks for saying that. Now, what's something I want to say? Oh yeah, so what I'm going to do every morning, guys, so you need to show up early because every morning now I'm going to do Asian session review. You know? I think this is going to be healthy for the guys to do an Asian session review. Meaning, we're going to go over what happened in Asian session and look at the options. So today, Asian session. Right? So today, Asian session. We had beautiful upside volume followed by some sort of retracement. Asian session today was mixed bias. Right? So you could take buys and sells. This buy here was the nicest buy, but we were at resistance, so it invalidated that buy. Today in Asian session, we didn't have a problem of volume. Obviously, it's not been a problem in Asian session volume, right? We have a very, very good volume during Asian session here, right? So the option you would have liked is this beautiful liquidity grab, last candle, break of high, but we're at resistance. So it's very hard to argue that, right? Same thing on 30-minute at resistance. So what you could do in that case is maybe drop to a 5, but 5 push straight through. So not really an option to take the buy cleanly here. This candle was a little bit too big. This candle liquidity grabbed. Very hard to take this. So overall, unless you just, you know, put a big stop loss like this, it's going to be difficult. So I don't like buying at resistance. If this resistance wasn't there, it would have been valid. So with mixed bias here, you could kind of switch to the sell side as well. You could sell as early as the 30-minute candle closing back in the range like this, right? We had this 30-minute candle closing back at the range. That's option 1. My preferred option here is actually to get a little bit of more confirmation, proving to me that price wants to continue down by taking the setup 3 here, right? Now this is something which I enjoy because now you can keep a tighter stop loss and you can target your next level You can break even around the 4-hour and then target even lower back in towards these maybe 15s here, which is that initial breakout zone. And then from this initial breakout zone for London, we can technically switch back to buys from now, right? Because now if we respect this zone, which funny enough is going to be around that 1-hour, right? You see how that's all working together now? How that was our initial breakout zone for this setup. Now we've come back to retest that. As long as we respect that, we're inherently bullish here, right? So this was my preferred sell option during Asian. So Asian gave you one entry option for me, with one entry option being missed because because we had resistance here. Lag? No, it's not lagging. Sometimes Zoom just has issues. You have to leave and then join again. So that was the option for Asian. Right, so good Asian session overall. I think you have to be patient because this just pushed straight. So a little bit of waiting, but that's Asian. Asian is a long session, man. Long session. You can technically trade from daily open all the way till around 7, 8 a.m. So how long would you have had to wait here? 5, 6, okay, 1.5 hours. Not that bad, not that bad. It's not like 3, 4 hours. Alright, what's your analysis on Crude? We can have a look at Crude. I was looking from buys from that first pullback. Didn't think to use it as a S3. Yes. Because we're mixed bias. So once we close that 30-minute back in the range, right? 15.30, that's the 30 close. You can wait for a little bit of structure. This becomes a fake out, liquidity grab to upside. We can see some downside, right? So as soon as you see how structures are all aiming downside here. Lower high, like technically you could even sell as early as this one here. Obviously a little bit riskier, right? So we see that this ends up more rejection. If this wanted to continue bullish, Asian is just going to form a support and continue bullish. So the minute we get back below, and look how it perfectly retests here, boom, that's your drive. But technically you could sell as early as this one here, right? And this one actually is not too bad one. Let's have a look at this one. This would be with the 30-minute close, right? So you have the 30, actually no, 30 is lower. So no, then my sell was correct. My sell was correct because that's with the 30. Yeah, so this is your option, this one here. Breaking the low, not the earlier one. I mean, the earlier one is one, but I like with the 30 close. It's going to be a lot more confirmation there. It's a little bit easier in hindsight to say this one is better, you know, because we're viewing it after what happened. But in the moment, at this point here, you may still be looking for buys because we just had our first pullback after a big push up. So you might be saying, hey, I want supports to try continue up. And then you go and investigate what price is doing. Rejection, changes of structure, change of structure once, change of structure twice. Now you get 15 minutes. You say, okay, that's a setup 3. I take sells. Boom. And Asian being Asian, it's pretty forgiving right now. So what is it doing? If you miss this one, it gives it to you again. Again, you get another chance. Right? I don't want you guys FOMOing, but that's how forgiving Asian is. Like literally, it gave you that, and at least paying you a 1 to 1.3. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad, to be honest, for a second chance, third chance even. You know, to give it to you again. And this one is a no-brainer one. Now this one is below the 4-hour. This one, you know, you could even argue this has a little bit more confirmation, you know, because now you have double structure. You're below the 4-hour, full LTA, and setup 3 with a long rejection wick towards the upside. Like this one as a textbook setup is going to be a lot more easier to identify, right? And still gives you enough profits here. Only issue is patience, because if you're up early from Asian, it's a bit of waiting till you get that setup. We're looking at 7:15. It's a lot of waiting, you know, and that's the only thing with Asian is like you have to wait. It's long. So I like Asian. Maybe if you're doing something during your day, you're hanging out, you know, like if you're in a country where maybe Asian sessions in the morning, you're kind of getting on with your day and you have alerts and, you know, you make your plan. Maybe you sit at the charts for an hour or so and then you do something else and, you know, you're just keeping an eye on the charts. That's how you trade Asian. Because Asian, you don't also have to aggressively manage. Like in Asian, I quite like the fact of TP or SL. Because when Asian goes in one direction, it goes, you know. Gym plus trade, yeah, it's a good one for the gym because you kind of just leave it. The worst trades to take in the gym are the ones that need aggressive management. Like, for example, the NYSE open trades. Any type of those trades, very hard to take in the gym. Asian trend is cleaner and then reverse in London and NY. No, unfortunately, what we've had Asian clean and then London can be consolidation, you know. You like the open trade we took? Yeah, it just lacked continuation, man. It just lacked continuation. Yesterday there was Powell speeches. It's a little bit difficult, you know. Tried to fill this wick, but you know, it just look at the session, right? If you look at the session had no direction yesterday, right? You go and let's say, okay, let's review what happened to yesterday's session, right? This is something you should do. So yesterday's session, we can determine it started from, let's say here, right? That's the open from this candle here. So let's see what happened in the whole session. So we tried some upside. You want to fill the wick. We got above again, we failed. We came to some downside here, right? These can be buy attempts here, huh? These are classic buy attempts you can try around here. Problem is it was tricky. Let's look at it on a 5 actually. Right, so these are buy attempts that I like, especially this buy here. So you would have taken the first buy here on this 5 minute. So I'm going to show you the options yesterday. So you try the open, great, fine. Good manage. I agree with the management. We want the continuation. Price doesn't continue, so what? Now we pull back. Stick to that open bias because this is another classic. Actually, I can't be telling this on YouTube. This is too much sauce, man. Already I've given too much sauce, man. I'm going to withstand until you guys after. Because I'm giving out too much sauce, man. More confidence. Thanks for the breakdown. Much better way of entering. Oh, you're welcome, man. I read what you said. In India, all 3 sessions you can trade, but Asian session I'm in the gym. Yeah, it's fine. Like I trade New York in the gym, but it's just the type of trades. But Asian is a gym friendly trading session because it's the type of trades. Like the open trades I can't take in Asian. I mean in gym because it's too fast, you know. I need to, but sometimes if I'm in gym and it's the open, which I'm not really doing that much of the time, but if I am, for example, then I'll just stop what I'm doing and lock in. Giving out too much sauce, marinate us? Come on, bro. People want this type of information and 36 likes? No chance, bro. No chance. Like I'm giving out that's like sauce that made me 6 figures, bro. What I'm gonna explain. It's fact. It's fact. Like that concept, that's how simple trading can be. Trading is so simple. Like, you know, there is some truth. Like, I'll be honest, guys. I'll be honest. I know it sounds weird. I don't know if people can relate or something, but I've had periods where I am scared to talk about the information I know. You know, it's like it feels bad. It feels like I'm giving out something that I don't want people to catch on to. Really, when I got this game down, when I started making money, I was scared to tell people about it because I was scared that other people would, like, that was my mindset back then, that other people would use it and it wouldn't work anymore. You know? I was like, shit, man, if everyone catches on to what I'm doing and the small tricks I have, maybe it won't work anymore. You know? But the honest truth is that just most people are not even interested in actually learning what you do, you know, and they just take things for granted. So that would have never happened. But at the time I was like that, right? Which you can understand. Because think about it, I came from an area where I was struggling for years. Hello. Years I don't see anything from the market. Nothing, just loss. It's like depressing. You know, you come every day knowing you're gonna, you know, lose. It's like super boring. Super boring. So I'm like, okay, what's the point? What's the point of me coming to the market every day? You know? Just to lose. So the time I started to see success, I don't know, it's like this feeling of like you cracked a code, you know? You're like, this is insane. Because there's times where nothing was working and you didn't know what to do to make it work. Like you're like, what do I do? Like I'm doing everything. I'm disciplined. I have a routine. I'm super, you know, everything. I take minimal trades and still when I do all of this, it goes wrong. You know, and you think to yourself and you're like, oh my God, man, like, what else am I supposed to do? You know? You're like, there's nothing more I can do. You're going to take a look at oil? Yeah, I was. I wanted to do a bit of a rant. So, oil. Daily time frame still stuck at this daily resistance here. We're comfortably sitting at around the 100s now. So holding 100 is going to be crucial now for this continued upside. With all these talks of Trump's, we can have a lot of volatility here in oil. If he talks about more peace deals, it will dump oil. The lack of peace deals will start to pump oil here. So we're having a bit of push and pull, which is why if you look at 4-hour liquidity grab consolidation. So a lot of people are thinking oil is a big move. No, we dump down on oil here as he talks about a little bit of peace and resolution. We see a bit of money flow back into the stock market, flow back into gold. But if you look at it, it's just a liquidity grab and we're basically back into this consolidation phase. 1 hour is pulling back into this consolidation phase. What's interesting is for the last, we're stuck here. We're stuck here the same way we're stuck on gold. If oil starts to push up today, we're going to see probably gold drop as well. If oil wants to respect this 30-minute candle closing below here, then maybe we might see it close below. So, I mean, we might see gold push up through our range and we might see this. So, what I'm going to say on oil is if something can leave this zone here, we might see some more downside. And then obviously towards the upside, this would be ideal. We just play the range. But honestly, I think above here is going to be even better. And if we see something leave about here, you can actually trade up to there. I don't trade oil on lower time frames. I trade oil on higher time frames. No higher time frame setups at the moment. I would discuss it if there was. So yeah, I mean, I'm thinking here. If we can get above here, you can trade to here pretty simply. But let's see. Now that we're trying to break below, if oil starts to continue down and we have this as a breakout retest, we start to break down a little bit further, it's going to lead to push gold up a little bit. So let's see now. We've had a bit of a dump here. Has gold reacted off that? Not so much, but gold is trying to create support. 7 minutes. If we create a support candle here, could be worth a buy in 7 minutes. Okay. If we can respect this level, we could try to buy up through this level here as long as volume comes. Only threat is, of course, we start ranging. But at least when we range, where if it closes somewhere here, at least we are in from the bottom of the range. So even if we're ranging like this, especially if we go up, come back down, range. We are not buying here, and then it starts ranging like that, and your entry is all the way at the highs. You understand? It's a lot better. Lot better like that. Check out silver. I looked at silver. It looks very similar to gold, man. Same setup as gold. So both of them will play out together, right? Only difference on silver, you have 1 hour candle closing bearish. We don't have that on gold. If NAS 100 breaks daily resistance, could be a setup. Let's have a look. Which daily resistance do you have? This one? So you mean daily support? I got it as a 1 hour. Yeah, that's where your buys would be, yeah, above there. Above the 1 hour, yes. I really have been pissed. I've been letting some trades play out without being part of it, being extremely careful. Yesterday during Asian, took a hit that's minus 6%. Started asking myself if I know what I'm doing. Yeah, but one hit is not going to mean anything, huh? Like one hit is not going to mean anything. But remember, losing 6% doesn't matter if you accounted to lose for 6%. If you didn't account to lose for 6%, that's not a strategy error, that's a user error. You understand? Most of the time, it's a user error. I was speaking to someone yesterday, and he actually in the gym, he found out I have YouTube and he trades, and he was asking me questions. So he was talking about prop firms, and he was saying like, I need to do, I need to use prop firms, and there's so many rules, blah, blah, blah. I told him yesterday, the strategy respects the prop firm rules. My strategy respects prop firm rules. The only person who doesn't respect the prop firm rules is the trader, never the strategy. I mean, some strategies obviously don't respect prop firm rules, but my strategy, for example, as I can speak on that respects prop firm rules. Consistency rule will be there. Every single rule. No news trading. Everything. I don't know one prop firm that my strategy does not respect the rules of. I can't tell you, because consistency rule is there. Even news trading rule is there. Everything is there. So the problem is not the strategy, it's the trader, right? The trader is the one who's going to disrespect the rule, not the strategy. I didn't. I was slipped heavily on SL. So why were you slipped heavily on SL? What happened? Was there news? What caused you to slip? It's very interesting psychology I see amongst a lot of you traders. And I get it. I used to be like that, but it wasn't that bad for me as it is these days. I noticed these days that, back in the day, guys, when I was trading, the psychology of people is like, even when we take losses, it's not that big because markets were moving, things were fine, people were just going along with it. Now these days, I think a loss has become a taboo. Every time I see someone lose, it's World War III. Like everyone is going nuts. Like it's not a big deal, huh? You guys just need volume. Need volume. Super important. I need a new video for avoiding fake outs primarily. That's my problem with setup 1. Yeah, you can find it in the exclusive. I like losing. Yeah, for me, losses are just part of the game, you know? I guess I don't like losing myself. It's annoying, but it's just something you get so used to, you know? Like if you analyze something and you do everything to your best ability and it loses, what are you going to do? Like, you know, what can you do? Like, I don't understand. Imagine you guys, you know, imagine you guys own a pizza shop. You guys own a pizza shop. And in order to survive on a daily basis, you need to sell 100 pizzas. But for the whole week, you've been selling 5 pizzas. What are you going to do? You know? You're going to fix the problem or what? I love losing. Yeah, this is a you problem, huh? This is something you need to fix. See, this is what I said, end of month, right? Look, end of month. Look what happened end of month. Boom, 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 boom. Look how many in a row. And you know what's crazy? Let's go. You want to see something cool? We go to here. I'm going to call you out, man. Where's your chart? Member trade reviews. Where's your chart? Where's your chart? Where's your chart? Where's your chart? You see? So people, they don't want to make a change. They have access to me. People pay thousands of dollars to have someone with 6 years experience, bro. Thousands of dollars to get someone with 6 years experience. When I'm just a click of a button to be able to get that. Yes, but why you buy into resistance, huh? For me, it's a city trade. You literally market right here 1 hour and you take a buy straight at resistance. Why? Forget about this. This happens sometimes. But I'm more worried about this trade. Even if this won. See, this is what you guys need to send trades. Because even if he won this trade, I would complain and tell him, you're buying straight at resistance. Like, that's what happened. It rejected the resistance, then went down, then went up. Close above on 5, yeah, but you have nothing else, man. What close above on 5? Remember, 5 is, you have to have other things. Look at this 1 hour, man. 1 hour is even below. You don't even have 1 hour candle close, bro. There's no excuses. Full 1 hour is closing below. If you had the 1 hour close above, okay, we can start to argue it. 30-minute is also below, man, huh? There's no excuses here. Full wick zone. 15-minute below. 5-minute is also below. Look. So if you base it on 5, you need a close above 5. Where's my close? Show me. Alright, so let's see this close on gold here. So we have a bit of a bullish close. It's a bit doji in my opinion, you know. It is also the 30-minute close, but 30 is closing bearish here. With a slight break of structure. I was hoping for a stronger close. You know, it's looking like a bit of consolidation, not gonna lie. It's one of those which is like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, you know. You're damned if you take it maybe, and you're damned if you don't because it's somewhat valid. I just wish it gave us a clear close, maybe somewhere here. At least we can be confident that there's good volume here. Obviously, we could always wait for another 15, but that's too long. Maybe we can use the 5 in this case because we do have a bullish candle close. So maybe we can wait 2 minutes and see how the 5, we can get a strong 5-minute candle. Should give us confidence that maybe price is leaving. We could miss the trade in 2 minutes, but that's what we're dealing with right here. Can you explain your apprehension when seeing a doji candle? Yeah, because it's showing me that buyers tried to come into the market here. They started buying, then they lost. They lost the battle, and market is opening basically where it market is closing the candle where it opened. What is that line? It's just our previous range that we broke out of. I'm seeing price react at it quite a bit this morning. If you look at 1 minute here, it's super heavy reaction here, so I'm keeping it. It's our previous range. Bro, why are you always mad? I feel like you speak you're mad. I'm assertive because I have, like, I want people to get this right. I want to see people do well, and it's like it's a passion-based thing. If I didn't care, then I won't say anything. I will just come here, stream, make content, and just move on with my day. Like, it doesn't matter. But for some reason, I enjoy seeing progression, and I think it's made a difference in my opinion. Let's see this 5 minute 38 seconds if we can close above. Next one, get a bottom wick. I think it could be a shot here. I just wish, again, guys, I just wish we had a stronger candle close. We need to mark this 30 minute because this is going to be like a no-go zone. Let's see 16 seconds if she can close above or not. It's not looking like she wants to close above just yet. So I'm going to wait for another 5 minutes in this case. That was close. It was close to closing above right there. Let's see on broker if that closes above on broker. Can't see properly on phone. I do like this bottom wick though. Hey, look at that rejection, huh? No, on broker it closed below and we're rejecting it heavy. You guys remember my line from Hunter's stream? Look at that. Same problem. Isn't the setup already given? No. Plus your entry would be a break of 15 high, not break of 5 minute high. You could take it on 15, but then the 15 close weak, you know? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it is correct. That's what I want to take. But the 15 close weak, and we can see the effect of the 15 closing weak. It's just struggling at the moment. Like, I'm thinking here on the flip now. This is nice liquidity grab down. You know, this is good liquidity grab down. Does it really want to fail after this? Liquidity grab. $7 minutes. Seems less, no? What seems less? What did you say? Is it at 1 hour? No, it's not at 1 hour. 1 hour is super clean. I think 6 minutes here. RR he means? I mean, you just break even at the 30. If it's going to go up, it has to push through it. I think we wait 6 minutes here, 6 minutes, and we look for longs. I think that's going to be clear. Something like this. Like that. Buys above there. Something like this. If we can get it. Wherever stop loss will come. That's going to be the best. And then if it wants to do bullshit, let it do bullshit in here. Only thing I'm worried about is I'm not seeing some good volume, huh? Because if volume was supposed to come in, I was actually going to take it break of this 5-minute high and we can get away with it because this was a beautiful bottom wick. Heavy bottom wick. And then boom, break of 5-minute high and we should fill this whole range here. But we'll see. 5 minutes now. This next 5-minute candle can maybe give us something. UJ can be very nice. 1 hour change of structure. Haven't done my UJ analysis. Yeah, I need some time though. It looks a little bit choppy otherwise. You know, look, this looks a little bit choppy to me. Inefficient candle in the combined fair value gap above. Oh, you need your gap to be filled, I see. And it's inefficient, your gap being filled. Maybe you should make it more efficient. You know? How many times have you had your gap filled, bro? That's my question, you know? That's my question. What's the probability of your gap being filled? You know? It's a magnet, brother. Price will gravitate to it ASAP. Oh, so your gap is a magnet. Ah, that's a... Bro. You know, shit, man. Just saying, you know, it's not very good. I'm more of a, you know, looking for the pump. That's what I chase. I chase the pump. I'm not looking for to be gapped. But again, if whatever floats your boat, man, I don't judge, man. I don't judge. I don't judge. Love to all. Love to all. Pump my gap, brother. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now we're going too far. Now we're going too far. I don't have anything to do with this. Don't bring me into this. Don't bring me into this. This has nothing to do with me. Yo. I shouldn't open these subjects because people now take it too far. Even Peter now is going too much. I like to go down and hunt. Okay, I need to change this up because otherwise I'm gonna get us banned. Yo, Peter, relax, Peter, relax. PG, keep it PG, Peter, keep it PG. We have to ban Peter. We ban Peter. Who is TRT, bro? Is TRT M? No, it's not MK. MK didn't change his name to TRT. We need to find out who's TRT, man. Ah, the retail trader. Okay. I like the abbreviation, man. TRT. Testosterone replacement therapy. Very good.
Bro, what did I do?
Bro, because your name is MK and you have your profile picture as MK677.
Fair enough.
So I thought maybe you changed it now to TRT and you change your profile pic to testosterone. Alright, so obviously our buy plan needs some more time to cook, but it kept us safe. The magical line. The magical line. We didn't jump into anything. And this is the problem, as you can see, with doji candles. They just don't give us, you know? So we could end up taking the sells. If you guys remember yesterday, London session sells played out. We're only 15 minutes away from London Open. I don't think selling the low of the range is going to be a good idea just yet. But maybe a breakout on this 30-minute close in about 15 minutes could be happy days. And we can see. Double check NASDAQ here. What's going on NASDAQ? Mr. NASDAQ, what are you doing? Mrs. NASDAQ or Mr. NASDAQ? I kind of feel like NASDAQ breaks your heart like a Mrs. So we're going to say Mrs. NASDAQ. Mr. NASDAQ is just abusive, you know? Wants to beat you up. There's a difference. I would say US 30 is Mr. US 30. It just wants to beat you up. Doesn't break your heart in a slow way. It just kind of like... That's it. NASDAQ is trans? I don't think so. I think so. It seems pretty straight to me. Bro, we're cooked. Nas is a bully. It is a bully. It is a bully. Ban for assuming gender? Oh, man. Are we going to start all this gender BS? Can we do MTV cribs of your yard? Yeah, we can do MTV cribs of my yard. But today it's raining, so not today. Tempted to sell NASDAQ, man. I'm tempted to sell NASDAQ. I like this 15-minute candle close. Good top wick coming on 5. Yeah, but we can go break even, right? That's the goal. We can go break even by here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this a shot. Break of low. Let me set it up. Oh, wait. Okay, we have time. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, futures a little bit more gap than we have here before it breaks the lows. I said above 15, yeah, above this 5. It should be the same, similar. I don't think we need to extend it all the way to 15. 5 is still pretty big SL. About 32 points. If it breaks there, I feel like we're not going to get much that happens. This is hesitating too much, man. It's making me lose confidence at the moment. I'm going to delete my sell stop, guys. Whenever I see the market hesitate right now, it's not doing good for us. We need to see confidence. Price calm, break the lows, go. Hesitation right now, leading into liquidity grab. So I deleted my sell stop because I don't want to be liquidity grabbed. I kind of also want to be trading on a pullback. I still like this 15 close, man. What a dilemma. Let's see how this 5 closes, because we have a 5 close here in about 15 seconds. Close back in the range, it's easy. Closes back outside the range, reintroducing my dilemma. Reintroducing my dilemma. On futures, it's back in the range. CFD is back in the range. Okay. So now we need to wait for a 5 close below here, because we're back in the range. We're actually lucky it didn't do us nasty and liquidity grab first. That would have been horrible to liquidity grab first. See what gold is doing. What is gold doing? Oops. Still trying to make up its mind. Nas is going to wick that dual wick and then rip higher Venom model. That's what it's called, Venom model. I can show you my Python model. You want to see my Python model? It's a very interesting model. Bro. Venom model, turtle model, monkey model. What's next, guys? Turtle soup, duck soup. What are you guys gonna keep naming it, guys? Maybe that's what I'm going wrong with. I'm not naming my strategies as weird things. So I'm gonna start changing my strategy names now. Lobster, yeah, I mean, a lobster, we've been calling it for ages, but, you know. Could this be the move on silver? Yeah, silver looks a little bit more promising, but just lacking a bit of range. We're going to double check silver here. Maybe there's something for us on silver. Just lacking the range. 5-minute candle close in about 2 minutes. Yeah, I think that would be nice if we get the 5-minute candle close. Ooh, we have a 1 hour here. Very interesting. Yeah, this 1 hour is going to be a problem. Oh, it's also a 30-minute. Yeah. Okay. You can't take a buy till we get above here, man. That's basics. Yeah. 1 minute for this 5 to close, man. Ah, man. I want to sell Nas. If this cooks me, I'm gonna cry. If this closes below and cooks me, then you're gonna see Tradesharpe cry on stream. Oil up strategy is the one I use. Yeah, whatever floats your boats, man. I don't judge, man. I don't judge. If you like to be oiled up, then enjoy, brother. Enjoy. You have a sell stop? No, brother. Were you listening? We need a close below on 5.
Bro, Harry.
Yo, bro.
I've been joining the Zoom meetings, right? For like 2 years, right? How does every single day it just steers to being gay?
Who started that, man? There's someone to blame. It wasn't me. I didn't start that. I think it was you,
YouTube. MK. No, chill. Don't even do that. It was the YouTube, bro. What am I hearing?
It must be YouTube, bro. It was YouTube, bro. It was YouTube and then Peter, bro. Peter. It was Peter, actually. It's all Peter's
Peter stands on business, though, so...
He stands on business, but he saw it.
No, you're pushing blames. No.
I'm not pushing blames. It's your fault, Peter.
We're talking about Nasdaq closing below on the 5, and then this guy's talking about getting oiled up. Like, how the fuck does this make sense, bro? Like,
it was YouTube first. It was YouTube first.
I think they just like hearing how they just.
I'm not into. I don't want to be involved. But
are you into gays?
I'm not. You are maybe, but you know, maybe that's the truth. Maybe we have
must have been the wind,
come out of closet, maybe.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. Man. Okay, Nasdaq is deciding to come back in range, which is worse because where are we gonna go now? Gold, what are we doing, Gold? Hello, wake up! Why does my browser keep coming like this? Hello. Stupid systems these days. Zoom pissed me off. Brave is now pissing me off. Nasdaq is pissing me off. Gold is pissing me off. Like, I need a trade right now. I had to pay the service bill for my car yesterday, man. It's not cheap. Come on.
How much was the service bill?
In, I don't know in dollars. Let's see in dollars. 2.2K.
Wait, Sasa. 2.2.
Yeah, 2.2.
US.
US.
Oh my goodness. Fuck, I gotta lock in.
Maybe a silly question. Is there a reason you use the web version of TradingView instead of the desktop version? Yeah. First of all, you can duplicate the same tab twice. Like this, which I like. Then I have a lot of tabs here, like journal tab. I have all my other tabs, channel tab, all of these tabs that I need to access, which is just easier to have it in a browser. And I actually found the browser to sometimes be a little bit faster than the app. That's the only reason. To be honest, the main reason was because of that. Should have bought another car with that money. Bro, if the market can give me just one banger, 1 to 1.5, it'll pay it back. Just a 1 to 1.5. Yeah, the browser is faster than the app for me too. Yes. Standard oil change. No, they do like they did spark plug change, they did this change, that change. You have to do it from them to keep the warranty, you know, and warranty is worth a lot more. You know, especially, and I have to pay now for extended warranty. So I have another bill coming for extended warranty now. Now, oh, don't get me started. As we say, enjoy now, cry later. The markets are pissing me off. Time for tacos. It's a great idea, man. This is the smartest man we see. Can we see time for tacos? Like, come on. Let's go have tacos, man. That sounds really good. Freaking full with cheese and all of this and pulled brisket tacos. Full sauce. Avocado. Game over. Game over. Now you're talking? Yeah, exactly. Game over, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Do you prefer CFDs or futures prop firms? I don't like trailing drawdown on futures prop firms, but they're quicker to pass. I like to make money. I like to use futures prop firms. Long-term, CFD prop firms a little bit better because of their rules. But hey, overall prop firm trading is messy. So if you're going to trade on a prop firm, I might as well go with a cheaper option that I can milk faster because of a skill that I have. If you're not skilled, you're going to lose hard on futures prop firms because of the trailing drawdown, because of all of the rules. All right, so let's see what happened here. Absolutely fuck all, but 1 hour time frame. Ooh, we just respected support here on 1 hour time frame. Anyone have gold on futures? Can tell me if that's the same for futures. If we respected support, I'm too not bothered to type the ticker while I check what happened with Nasdaq. It's the same. All right. Nasdaq here changed structure on 15. 1 hour time frame still closing bearish. 5-minute time frame trying to dump down here. 30-minute time frame closed bullish. Very interesting. See how DAX did today. We forgot to check how DAX did today. Any options DAX give? So today, previous daily. So bullish bias on DAX. Would be looking for buys. We tapped the top of the range. You're looking at nothing. Nasdaq printing Rickroll. Let's wait 15 minutes. See if we can get a close above. I swear, if this shit rips now. Silver, we have range, so even you can buy silver above here. It's not too much of a big deal on silver. gold combined fair value gap inefficiency bro. You're the fault today. You're the one who's taking it too far. Baby boom daddy. What is a baby boom daddy? Like, how do you come up with that? Baby boom daddy. Oh, man. We didn't hear Delirious today, huh? Delirious didn't come on. That's why everyone's like this. Okay, let's put a quiz in chat, guys. We need to do something here. Let's put a quiz in chat. I'm gonna put a good quiz for you guys. Let's see if you guys have been listening. Let me think of a good one. Here's this one. All right, here's the quiz. The quiz for today. Why do we want bottom or top wicks before entering a trade? It's just confirmation, grab liquidity, it looks good, or it's a retest. Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? All of the above? No, you have to pick one. Looks good. Looks very good. Yeah, that might be the answer, though. That might be the answer. Oh, I guess we have to play Geo today, huh? We should play a round of Geo. Guys, 8 minutes before this candle closes, let's play GeoGuessr. Are you ready? If you guys fail me today, everyone is banned. Let's put the charts. Which side should we have the charts? Let's put the charts on the right here while we wait for this candle to close. And let's bring up GeoGuessr here. And so people think we're not trolling. Quiz and GeoGuessr. Upgrade. No. Daily free game. Yo, we get a daily free game. No. What's this music? No. Where's mute? Okay, there we go. All right. Where are we? This is an interesting one. Oh, here should be a little bit of a hint. Somewhere in Russia, I think. Russia or Ukraine? Where is Bulgaria? This is Bulgarian. Kazakhstan. Uganda? Bro. Who says Uganda, bro? Ban him. Bro, what's this cars? We need to see, guys. 1 minute we have. 1 minute. What is this? Belarus? You think it's Belarus? You guys suck. No one's helping me. Oh, wait. There's a person here. We can see if he looks... Yeah, see, they look a little bit... This is like... this is either Ukraine or... 37 seconds. Central Russia? Okay, we'll go with Central Russia. Are you sure, guys? No? I think it's somewhere in Ukraine. Guess. Bro! How's that in freaking North Korea, bro? Why do they speak Russian here, bro? Bro, how are you supposed to guess this, man? This is in the middle of nowhere. You didn't tell me. You said Kazakhstan, bro. Kazakhstan is all the way here. You were wrong. Okay. This looks like Japan. I think this is Japan. Oh, wait. No, it's not Japan. Actually, it is. Yeah, that's Japan. But where in Japan? Where in Japan? Yo, where's Reika, man? Where are you, bro? Where are you, bro? It's a pull up, man. Some big city, but this is 100% Japan. It's not Taiwan. Look at the language. It could be Korea. It's Japan, but where in Japan? I'm gonna say Osaka. Some mountains, no? No, maybe this one, Nagoya. I think Nagoya, bro. We go something abstract. We go something abstract. We go something abstract. We go something abstract. Let's go, man. Look at this, man. I'm next level. Hello. 13 kilometers. Call me Google Maps. Call me Google Maps. You understand? That's what I'm saying, man. I was only giving you guys a chance. I was only giving you guys a chance. You understand? I was only giving you guys a chance. Okay, this is somewhere in Europe, I think. Spain, maybe. Spain. Or maybe this is South America, maybe. Portugal? Okay, chat saying Portugal very strong. So if you guys... Where in Portugal is the problem? Probably go with Lisbon to be safe. This is such a bad... Like, where can we go? I don't want to go in the bus stop. Hello. Anyone want Samsung Galaxy? Well, it's a country that Samsung supplies to, at least. I mean, this should be full hint, this. Okay, I'm guessing here because let's go, man. Let's go. All right, so buy is not happening here. Let's see what happened on Nasdaq here. Nasdaq trying to close below, but will we close super deep that we tap support, which is normally the case these days. I don't think we have range as usual. Yeah, no range. Great. You guys got it correct. The questionnaire is correct. Grab liquidity, right? It's not a retest because we don't have to retest something when we make a top or bottom wick, right? It doesn't have to, but it could be considered a retest, so it's all considered liquidity grab. Only 1% voted for looks good. Everyone who voted for looks good gets 100 brownie points. Has gold got below as well? It's trying, it's trying. It's not there just yet. Let's see. Problem is stop loss placement. Pretty big stop loss we have here. What is this? 110 pips. Not that bad. If it closes below, it's not that bad. Could be an option here. 30-minute candle is not closed yet. But we need to see. We're rejecting off the support at the moment. And it looks like we are going to reject off the support. Looks better on 30-minute, 1 hour. Yeah, but both of those time frames closed above. So we don't have that confirmation. Otherwise, we sell it. We sell it on the 30-minute, puts 30-minute stops. Not that bad, the 30-minute stops. You know? 110 pips, same. You see? We can take it like that. 110 pip stop. Sell it. Nasdaq as well rejected the 15. Man, we're just going sideways, man. I'm calling it, bro. I'm calling it, guys. London session, I'm calling it here, man. This is like, I'm just watching paint dry. Like, look at this 5, man. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Look at the last 15 minutes. I printed literally back to back. 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, 1 hour 15. I mean, this is the whole stream. Sideways. So what are we doing? You know, we're just watching paint dry. Plan is the same. Buys above, sells below. Get below, we can sell. But when that happens, we have to wait. I'm still going to trade it, guys, but I'm just not going to sit here on stream. You guys know the plan. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Much love as always. And last day of the month. Let's see what happens. And make sure show up for next month, guys. We should have hopefully some improvements. It's going to be fun. So take care as always. And much love, guys. Trade sharp and peace. Hopefully see you soon.